Good evening, Dorcas Odur, Senior Counsel, Commissioner.
Yes, thank you very much for that introduction. Mr. Hassan, you can start by telling us your county and your ethnicity.
Thank you very much, my Lady Chief Justice. My county is Garissa County, ethnicity Somali.
So now we'll go into the interview part, and I will ask you 4 questions, which you will answer in about 4 or 5 minutes. I want you to briefly tell this commission about yourself, and then who is Ahmed Hassan. I hope you know what I mean by who is.
Yes.
Not what you've done, but who is Hassan. Besides what you have done, there is something that you are. And in that, you'll also include the skills that you're going to bring here, the knowledge you're going to bring here, and the value you're going to hand to the Court of Appeal. So I think those are 4 or 5 questions which you will answer together.
Okay. Thank you very much, my Lady Chief Justice and the commissioners. I am a lawyer, a legal practitioner, a public servant, an international civil servant, and a family man, 55 years old, married with 4 children. I'm currently the chairperson of Independent Police Oversight Authority, IPOA. I was admitted to the bar as an advocate in February 1995. I have 30 years of practical experience in the practice of law, election administration, and public service. I have practiced law in the law firm of Mohammed Ibrahim and Associates. The late Ibrahim was also my partner when we formed the Ibrahim and Isaac Advocates. I became the managing partner of the firm. I practiced in all areas of law. I then went into public service when I became chairman of the interim Independent Electoral Commission in 2009. I helped in setting up a new commission. I oversaw the adoption of the new constitution for Kenya on 4th of August 2010. I conducted the referendum. After that, I also oversaw the setting up of the secretariat from scratch of IEBC. I became chairman of the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission, IEBC. I oversaw the first boundary delimitation exercise for Kenya after the census. And that boundary delimitation exercise is what we are still using to date to elect our members of parliament and our MCS. It's long overdue for a review. My lady, after I finished with the election, I joined the International Civil Service. I became an international consultant on governance and elections. I worked with the UN election support projects in Somalia and Afghanistan, and where I advised the UN country team and the electoral commissions on elections. I became a commissioner, an international non-voting commissioner of the Electoral Commission of Afghanistan. I was nominated by the UN and appointed by the president to sit on the body. And we conducted the election for president and parliament in 2018 and 2020. I came back. I then joined the Africa Union Election Assistance Mission to Somalia and South Sudan as a senior election expert and a senior election dispute resolution expert. Again, I help in advising the Africa Union chairperson and the commissions. I have come back to Kenya again in my capacity as an advocate. I was appointed to chair the Kenya Industrial Property Institute, KIPI, which is a government of Kenya parastatal, responsible for intellectual property rights regime. And I was there for 6 years as the board chair. And I oversaw the reform of the institution, and before finally becoming chairman of IPOA. And so, my lady, I bring this total experience of 30 years in election, administration, in public service, in working in government, working for international organizations like the UN and the African Union. So I want to bring home this cumulative experience into the bench. And this is why I think I want to cap my ambition experience.
Thank you. Just as a follow-up, you are now at IPOA. How long have you been at IPOA, and why do you want to leave so soon after?
I was appointed on 6th of December 2024. IPOA, my lady, all the jobs I have held were jobs that required advocates of the High Court of Kenya. Whether it is interim independent electoral commission, IEBC, KIPI, or IPOA. They all require an advocate of the High Court with a certain number of experience, 15 years or 10 years. So I had applied for Court of Appeal. You know that I appeared before you in 2022. I was not lucky. I again applied in 2024, but the Gen Z thing happened and then it was cancelled. My ambition has always been to join the bench.
Very well.
As an advocate, I think the highest goal you want to be is to join the bench, become a judge.
Thank you.
And IPOA is good. He's a chairperson there.
Yeah.
It's at the level of a high court judge also. Yes.
Thank you.